Women in the sports world is something that has been continuously changing. In recent years, we've seen the emergence of females not just on the fields or court, but on the other side of the lines. Longtime head coach at the South Dakota School of Mines, Barb Felderman, is a legend here in Rapid City. She had 11 conference championships, 9 NAIA appearances, including 5 Sweet 16 appearances, 2 Final Four appearances, and 2 Dakota Athletic Conference titles. She coached women's basketball, volleyball, and men's tennis. When she began her career 32 years ago, a head coach as an occupation wasn't even on the radar. Now she is one of the pioneers helping lead the charge for women in sports. I had the pleasure of sitting down with her and having a conversation about the ever-changing culture around the professional sports world.
Back in my day, we didn't have organized basketball. My grandmother played it, but in my generation, we didn't have it. In fact, when I was in high school, the only sport we had was track. So as far as me being a basketball coach, never entered my mind whatsoever.
When you first became a head coach at the South Dakota School of Mines in 1981, were there any other female head coaches that you knew of?
Very few. Back when I played, it was governed not by the NCAA or the NAIA. It was a different governing body, and it was controlled totally by women. And they didn't want the women to go by the way of the men, with the rule violations and so forth. They wanted to keep it pure. So there were quite a few women. And the first conference that we had as a college in 69, 73 is when I played. It was just one big conference, and most of the coaches were women at that time. But making the transition to NAIA, then things changed a lot.
Did you see any pushback or resistance from administration or the athletic department when you did take over in that powerful kind of role?
Well, it was strange. And again, Mines being an engineering school, it was overwhelmingly male over there, instructors included, and very few females on campus. So I was a bit of an enigma, and I think once you prove yourself, then you get accepted. But just the fact that you're a woman on an engineering campus, it was tough to begin with. But I had support from the athletic director, and he believed in me, and things took off from there.
In your 32 years of being a head coach, what are some of the biggest changes that you have witnessed?
Well, again, going back to my situation, there were no scholarships. I got to college and I played 4 sports, did not get a dime. And loved every moment of it. You play for the love of the sport. The year after I graduated, then scholarships finally started to trickle down. And then as I got into the recruiting, the head coach position, and we got a little more money, then the athletes wanted to know, how much money are you going to give me? So, it started to change things a little bit. And that's not bad because, it's equal to what the guys were getting, and fair is fair, and things have changed. The kids, the athletic ability are far, far superior.
We've seen at the professional level, Becky Hammond from Rapid City went to Rapid City Stevens, an assistant coach for the San Antonio Spurs. Jen Welters was an intern coach in the NFL for the Arizona Cardinals. Sarah Thomas, first ever NFL referee. Why do you think we're kind of seeing this emergence of females in these powerful roles now?
I think that society is dictated. When a little girl's born, she gets something pink or purple and a doll. And boys always get the ball. Well, once they're sharing and getting into all sorts of activities, the co-ed soccer, the different sports kids play together, you can find out that, we can do both. And I think the roles back in the 50s, women were just in the kitchen cooking and taking care of the kids, and now we're out doing phenomenal things.